Huge news. Wendy's has a new Baconator. That's all. Hello, food freaks, and welcome to That's Rank. Well, all the news this week was about places releasing their limited time fall menu items and us just being accosted by pumpkin after pumpkin after pumpkin. I found out that Wendy's tried to sneak in a couple of limited time items completely under the table. I had to find out through another YouTuber, shout out to Just Food Reviews, who was on his game. Wendy's, for God's sakes, guys, get yourselves together. I expect a personal handwritten note and an invitation to your stores anytime that you have new items available. So here's what's happening here. Back in 2007, while fast food restaurants were struggling with their identities, still in the aftershocks of the documentary Super Size Me that shone a giant flashlight in the face of unhealthy practices of the calorie-rich, trans-fat-laden fast food industry, Wendy's decided to take a completely different approach. They just owned the fact that unhealthy is what they do, and they created the Baconator. So here's what you got. 6 strips of bacon, a pile of cheese, and a couple of burger patties coming in at an absolutely disgusting 970 calories. Results were just straight staggering, driving up sales in the coveted 18 to 34-year-old demographic and increasing profits by 11% year over year. Until the dawn of the chicken sandwich wars, this was the industry's biggest success of the 21st century. Now, since the arrival of the Baconator, spicy foods have become a new trend, so Wendy's is gonna drop their bucket deep inside that well one more time and hope to strike gold with their Blazin Baconator. It's sweet, spicy bacon, jalapeno cheese, and a hot honey mayonnaise costing 40 cents more than the original Baconator and adding an extra 20 calories to come in at 990. Now look, I know some of you aren't gonna be happy, but I had the mayonnaise removed from the sandwich. I hear it from a couple of you every single time I do it, how can you review without all the toppings? Guys, it's easy. This is the way I eat my burgers, and I'd prefer not to throw up on camera. Anyway, we'll dive into this burger momentarily, but I don't want to let this get too melty, and that's the newest Frosty offering, the Caramel Apple Frosty. First of all, my applause to you, Wendy's, for not succumbing to the peer pressure of making a pumpkin-spiced latte Frosty. And I say that as a man who has an infinite amount of love for the PSL, but there's other flavors in the fall, and just bucking popular trends makes you A-okay in my book. And as I'm preparing this, I realized that I forgot to get any fries, so I can't report back on how it does as a fry dip. But given salted caramel is bloody fantastic, I feel confident in saying that if this Frosty is good, it would make an excellent dip for the salty fries. But let's not put the cart ahead of the horse, let's find out the truth for ourselves. I likey. Everything's there. They smartly seem to have used the green Granny Smith apples, and it's got the tartness from those combined with the smooth caramel and the vanilla soft serve. It's a beautiful pairing altogether. I actually like this a whole lot more than the caramel latte Frosty that I reviewed probably about a year ago or so. I can't remember exactly. I don't think that this is as good as a normal chocolate Frosty, but it's right there behind it. So I think that this deserves an A-tier rating. Just a really solid Frosty and perfect for the fall season. Love it when we start on a positive note. I think it sets a good vibe for the rest of the video. Because like when I'm to start with a trash product, it just takes everything else down that rabbit hole with it. So Blazin Baconator, if you fail, that's on you. The Caramel Apple Frosty did its job. You're gonna have nobody to blame but yourself. Yeah, I'm giving a pep talk to a burger. Guys, YouTube really does start to do crazy things to a person's mind, and this is starting to crawl into my personal life too. Last night, my corn on the cob and I had a long talk about the fact I don't appreciate the butter puddles that it leaves behind on my plate. Okay, before I dive into this burger, just a quick reminder to you, if you're not already subscribed, to hit that button because I'm staring down the barrel of 500 subscribers. And when we get there, to celebrate the fact that I finally have a community tab, I will take part in the Packy One Chip Challenge. And if you're not familiar with the Packy One Chip Challenge, it's nearly 2 million Scoville units of ass blistering heat. So come on back and revel in my suffering. So guys, there you go. There's the burger. The Baconator doesn't screw around with being cute. You've got your bun, you got your bacon, you got your cheese. The normal one also has mayo and ketchup, and they don't seem to have added any ketchup to this one. And it might seem odd to you to have a burger without any sauce at all since I've removed the mayonnaise, but that's not the case here because there is a sauce on this and it is called grease. There is a whole lake of it to keep this burger from drying out. All right, let's do this for team cross-section. Y'all know who you are. Guys, just take a look at that absolutely disgusting, greasy, gelatinous pile. God, it's beautiful. That's super tasty. Guys, here's the thing about the Baconator. You can't eat one of these in the middle of a workday for lunch or anything, because I don't know about you, but I feel like I need to take a shower afterwards. It's such a filthy burger, but it tastes so good. But here's the deal on this, and I don't think the mayo would have added enough to change my feelings here. I can't say for sure, but what I've got here with the spicy bacon and the pepper jack cheese, it's tasty, but it's not a blazing burger. It's not hot at all, to be completely frank with you. It's got some nice hints of pepperiness, and I do like it as a burger, but it's not revolutionary at all. It's still a Baconator at its core, and it doesn't really taste all that different from the original. Also, I don't really eat Baconators. I do like them. It's just that it's so much grease and so much salt that, well, you get that nice dopamine hit temporarily. I feel like crap after eating one. I don't have a gallbladder, but even before I lost it, it was having the same kind of effect on me. Look, the creation of it is smart. It plays directly into the hands of the college crowd, and this might actually be the world's most perfect hangover food, to be completely honest with you. But as a normal lunch, you know, I'd rather have a Dave's Double, complete with the lettuce, tomato, pickle, and a whole lot less of feeling filthy. So I'm gonna put this in the same tier as the original Baconator, which for me is about a B tier level burger. It's a very tasty burger, smartly executed, and it knows that its audience is essentially the same crowd that made Epic Mealtime a massive pop culture phenomenon for like 5 minutes 10 years ago. If this had been around in my college days, I likely would have been slamming about 2 of these a week and calling it the greatest burger ever created. Well, maybe not. It was really hard to beat the 69-cent cheeseburgers on Sundays at McDonald's. God, I would bring like 10 of them back to my apartment and just eat them while playing video games all afternoon. That was peak fast food on a budget. Anyway, guys, let's just be clear on this. I'm not down on the burger at all. If you're a Baconator fan, you should probably give this one a go. But if you're over the age of 35, you might want to think about staying away because this feels like inflammation in a bun. However, the caramel apple Frosty, now that is something for all ages. This really hits the spot. Just remember to get some fries. Don't be an idiot like me. And that's all I got for you. I'm outie. I need a defibrillator, a shower, and a nap, although not necessarily in that order. Catch you next time.